How to get 1,000 subscribers on your gaming channel fast. And no, this thumbnail was not clickbait. Today, I'm going to be breaking down and analyzing a gaming channel that went from struggling to over 1,000 subscribers in just 5 weeks, which is pretty damn impressive when you consider the average is 22 months. In fact, we're actually going to be talking to Ben here, who is the creator of said channel, and he's going to be sharing his story and breaking down exactly how he did it into simple steps so you can hopefully take his formula and replicate these kinds of results. So Ben, I'm super excited for this, but first, before we get into the tactics and your journey, do you want to give us a real quick example of what your channel is?
Yes, so my channel is called Razorgenics and my niche is PS5 console tips and tricks and RPG tips and tricks.
Now, to go from 100 dead subscribers, which is good, but a bit anticlimactic after all the work you've put in, to 1,000 subscribers in 5 weeks, that's pretty damn cool. So for the sake of everyone watching, I want to dissect your journey and figure out how you did it in just a moment. But first, while it's true that your transformation happened quickly, it's not like everything just came easy for you, right?
Yeah, sure. So I started my channel in October 2020. I published 2 videos that flopped harder than floppy after a bad night out. I didn't know what I was doing and my videos were really bad. So fast forward to May 2021, my all-time favorite game gets a remaster, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So I thought, I'll do a walkthrough series. I do the walkthrough series, it gets like 10 views per video from about 30 videos. It didn't feel great. Obviously, like, no one feels great when a video doesn't do well. So I think, this isn't working. Like Einstein says, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. So I'll try something new. Fast forward to October 2021, and this is right around the time I realized that I was going to buy your GYGC course. I see this video, 20 PS5 secrets. It has 88,000 views. And the guy has 467 subs at the time. All right, I click on the guy's channel, I watch the video. It's the first video the guy has ever posted. And no word of a lie, I remade that video with my own touch, but more or less taken the styles that he did to replicate that success. My views started to go up from 200 to 500, 800, 1,000, and they climbed gradually from there.
All right, so let's talk about the 1,000 subscriber transformation, how you did it. Quickly, for the people watching though, do you think it is possible for anybody with the right mindset and knowledge and dedication, of course, to apply your process and reach 1,000 subscribers on their own gaming channel, potentially even in 5 weeks?
Definitely. They could definitely see some substantial growth in 5 weeks. How much growth is going to depend on the niche also. But yeah, if you do what I did, you'll grow without any shadow of a doubt.
All right, let's get stuck into this. What was the first thing you did to start digging yourself out of that rut you'd been stuck into, and also the first step you'd recommend our viewers take as well?
Right, the single most important thing of YouTube is making cracking content. And I knew that that was not my content. So what I first sought out to improve was my editing, was my video quality. I got a new microphone. The first thing that I watched, of course, was editing. And now I use DaVinci Resolve to edit, and I use Audacity for the sound. I think I've still got a ways to go, especially on my transitions, but the quality of my videos had a big jump when I learned to edit, and it's still kind of gradually improving. Like, it is a learning process. I don't think I'm done learning, but there's a big difference now in quality. The next thing for me was thumbnails. So obviously the thumbnail is what people are gonna see first when they click on their video, and it has the biggest impact when it makes an impression, more so than the title or the description or anything else, I'd say. So I noticed that my Canva thumbnails that I was making pre-course and my Photopea thumbnails that I was making post-course, Canva thumbnail had about 5 to 8%. My first Photopea thumbnail had an 18% CTR. It did slowly go down to 13% as the views increased, but it stayed like a good 5% higher.
That's still a very impressive click-through rate at 13%. And it just shows as well that even though sometimes the Canva thumbnails might, or like Canva templates or templates you get online might look pretty, it's not about necessarily what looks pretty. It's about what wins the view. You know, there's psychological triggers that, and ways that you can design your thumbnail in order to really grab people and get them curious that you've done really well on your channel, and it shows in the results. Once you've nailed that, what is the next step you recommend to people?
The foundation of a YouTube channel is going to have to be your niche. And literally everything else that we talked about, you know, that imagine it's like a building, you build that upon the foundation of your niche. And if you don't have a good niche or have no niche, your YouTube is going to crumble.
No! No!
You stick to your niche, you figure one out, you research it, you make sure it's a good niche that actually attracts some attention. You know, check out other videos, check out Google Trends, check out just Google to see if it's something that will do well. You can test it with a few videos. If they perform poorly, like really, really poorly, even with promotion, it's probably not a good niche. It doesn't have to attract thousands of viewers instantly. In the early days, my videos that reached 4-figure views took time to reach 4-figure views, but the ones that were unsuccessful got like 10 views. So you can see what's good and what's not good, and you can go from there.
So I know there are going to be people watching right at this point. They're going to be like, Ben, do I really have to pick a niche? Like, I'm a variety gamer. I don't want to pick a niche. Like, what would you say to those people?
I would say that I'm a variety gamer, and yet I still have a niche. You don't have to let your kind of gaming habits limit your YouTube, or let your YouTube limit your habits. But you still have to have a niche, and you won't be successful being a generalized channel.
So once you'd nailed that, what's the next step you took?
I used Google Trends, YouTube, the case study strategy, and keywordtool.io to research video ideas that people actually would watch. And I wanted that to be backed up by research and to see if many people had done it already, and if they had, was it successful? Could I build upon it so that it wasn't just a recreation in some way? And that helps me out. The next thing for me was, I knew that if I wanted to grow exponentially, or the hockey stick growth curve, as I've seen you so eloquently put it, you need to increase the session time. So as you've said before, YouTube's goal is to make money. They make money by people watching videos. If you can get them to watch more videos, they make more money. So it's kind of like a positive feedback loop for you. So for example, at the end of the video, I'll do something like, hey, click this video on the left to see another video picked just for you by the YouTube algorithm. And that seems to work. Or, you know, you can put like arrows there, or a graphic or something like that. Just a CTA, and keep it short and snappy before they click off. And that's like just two things that I did to increase the session time.
Cool. So what happened? What did you do then? What was kind of the next step that helped you in your journey?
Planning was a big one, actually. I have a huge content calendar, and I plan what videos I'm going to do, what shorts I'm going to do, and I try and stay at least a week ahead so that there's something always in the bank. So when life gets in the way, you know, you're still posting. I did notice that when I didn't post for 1 week, my impressions just went. So even with my good CTR and everything, you know, the CTR remained the same. It's just that YouTube didn't promote me as much. So staying ahead of the game is, or on the game at the very least, is quite important. You know, I make time for YouTube because I want to be successful, and you will have to as well if you want to find YouTube success. You can find time if that's what you want. You know, people find time to play video games, they find time to watch TV. Gym buffs find time to go to the gym. And if you want to be a YouTuber, you're going to find time to do YouTube.
That's really awesome. And for those of you who are watching this now who are dedicated to make it to this part in the video, you're kind of at a fork in the road in your journey. From here, there are two paths forward. The first is that you can take these steps that Ben's graciously shared with us, and you can apply them to your own channel and try to go through them. But some of you might be wondering not just what Ben did, but actually how he did it, like how exactly he did it and how did he do it so quickly. Well, as we've kind of talked about, Ben actually joined the 4-Digit Challenge, which is currently my flagship YouTube education program, right here at the beginning of his transformation, as you can see. And all the steps we talked about in this video, including more that we actually didn't have time to cover, are all covered in depth, step by step in that program, 4-Digit 90. So if that sounds interesting, I do want to take a moment to really quickly tell you about it. The 4-Digit 90 Challenge is my step-by-step system to help gaming YouTubers reach 1,000 loyal subscribers in 90 days. So you can get your gaming channel to the point where your videos are regularly hitting thousands of views and where you actually have a loyal community to post to. And the great thing about it is that you can implement this process regardless of what types of videos you post, regardless of what stage you're at, regardless of whether you're a beginner or not, and regardless of whether or not you have a crap ton of free time. So obviously it does take work and effort, but Ben, for example, I think when you came into this, you were almost like practically a complete beginner when it comes to these kinds of things. You were working full time and you still managed to learn and implement everything quite successfully, correct?
Yeah, with work and travel, I probably do like 55 to 60 hours. So I think maybe I do 15 to 20 hours of YouTube, evenings and weekends. And the channel, the course works, and Marcus isn't paying me to say this. I cannot overstate the value that the course brought me.
So inside the challenge, you're going to get almost daily video lessons, and each one is going to teach you a specific strategy or technique for that day. Once you've consumed your video lessons for the day, you're going to be given a take action checklist, which is going to help you implement all the things you just learned. Also, throughout the challenge, you're going to have access to a private group full of small gaming YouTubers who are awesome, just like Ben, who you can network with and befriend and collaborate with and do all kinds of awesome stuff. And this kind of trifecta of like knowledge, execution, and accountability is a thing that I think helps take gaming channels like Ben's really to that next level. Like imagine becoming a YouTuber with a loyal community of subscribers. Imagine being able to positively impact and connect with thousands of people. And imagine being able to actually get paid for doing something you love. It's pretty awesome. And I think Ben...
Yeah, there's something I want to add actually.
Go for it.
$100 US or whatever the price was, I've already made that back in ad revenue already. That's mental. That's
so awesome, man. So for those of you who are interested in the 4-Digit Challenge at the moment, I'm actually going to be throwing in a bunch of bonuses completely free if you guys do want to sign up. So firstly, I'm going to be throwing in the Grow Your Gaming Channel course. This is actually the course that Ben went through right at the beginning of his journey when he was trying to level up his thumbnail and video editing game. And basically, even if you're a complete beginner, it's going to teach you all the technical skills you need. So like recording your footage, editing your videos, creating custom thumbnails, all that kind of thing. It's pretty cool. And the other bonus I'm going to be giving you is 12-month exclusive access to Grow Your Gaming Channel support, which is basically a service where you'll get a personal email address that you can contact me or my team with privately with any of your YouTube related questions, and we can help you out. Last but not least, I'm also going to be throwing in my full-time creator blueprint masterclass, which is an in-depth video lecture where I'm going to be laying out like a rough roadmap of once you hit the 1,000 subscribers, how can you go beyond that and potentially even turn your channel into a full-time stream of income. So when you do join the 4-Digit Challenge, not only will you be getting access to all the video trainings and the checklists and the awesome FD90 community, but you'll also be getting the Grow Your Gaming Channel course, a 1-year subscription to GYGC support, and the full-time creator blueprint masterclass, all completely free. So if any of this sounds like something you might be interested in, you can click on the link down below this video and join the 4-Digit Challenge. Go down below in the description. I'm really proud of this product. I think it's awesome, but don't just take it from me. Ben, what do you think?
I honestly could not recommend it enough. I'm still doing it, and I'm already at 1,000 subs, so yeah, it helped me out tremendously. And it came coupled with the GYGC course, more stuff for less money. Like, here you go, my Australian friend, take my money.
Ben, I'm going to have to stop you there because people are not going to believe me. They're going to think that I'm paying you. But seriously, for those of you who are interested in joining the 4-digit challenge or just learning a bit more about it, you can go down below. There's a link. It'll take you to a landing page. And on that landing page, if you decide to, you'll be able to sign up and get access to all of the 4-digit 90 challenge content that covers all of the stuff we went over in this video and more in depth. And you'll also get all of those bonuses for free. So Ben, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. I hope to see you in our 4-digit 90 challenge community very soon.